Everyone thinks credit card rewards are free money, a little bonus for spending responsibly. But what if I told you that same reward system quietly destroys beginners' credit before they even realize it? Everyone dreams of rewards.cashback. Points, miles. It sounds simple. Spend a little, get a little back. Feel like you're winning, and that's exactly where beginners fall into the trap. Picture this. You're approved for your very first rewards card. The app lights up. The card looks sleek. Numbers flash, showing the potential 2% cash back here, 5% points there. It feels exciting, empowering, like you've leveled up in life. The first few swipes are innocent. Groceries, gas, a small purchase here and there. Everything feels justified. It's okay, your mind whispers. I'm earning rewards. But that little mental note is powerful. Because rewards don't force bad behavior. They nudge small shifts, subtle changes. A $2 coffee now feels like an investment. A $20 subscription feels acceptable. A $300 purchase seems reasonable if it earns points. You don't feel reckless. You feel smart. You feel like you're winning. And beginners, even the most careful ones, rarely notice how behavior changes at a subconscious level. Here's the thing. Banks don't measure intention, they measure patterns. Every swipe, every balance, every timing of payment. And that's where the danger starts. Even responsible, careful swiping can begin to shape your credit in ways that feel invisible. Imagine, your card has a $1,000 limit. You spend $500. It's responsible, planned, necessary. To the system. That's 50% utilization. A subtle warning. Even if you plan to pay it all off. Even if you never carry interest, that utilization is recorded. And that record begins to influence future limits, approvals, and interest rates. Now layer on the emotional pull of rewards. Animations, points that tick upward. Notifications, celebrating your success. Your brain is wired to feel progress when numbers increase. Interest is invisible. Balance reports are abstract. The reward feels real, so every swipe starts reinforcing behavior. You purchase a little faster, a little more often, a little less cautiously. None of it feels wrong. All of it feels justified. And the system is patient. It doesn't need to punish. Immediately it just shapes patterns, and patterns build silently. You might think I'm being careful. I only spend on necessities. I pay on time. But small, repeated shifts compound over weeks and months. A little higher balance here, a slightly late payment there, chasing points over control. Each one quietly tells the system, risk is present. And that's enough to slow growth, limit opportunities, and influence interest. Beginners rarely see this. They blame timing. They blame luck. They blame themselves. But the truth is, the system is designed this way. Rewards are precise, not evil, not random, not a scam. They're tools designed to nudge behavior. And beginners are the most susceptible. Here's another invisible factor. Timing. You pay before the due date. You pay after the statement closes. Technically, responsible, but your balance was already reported. The system sees the wrong number at the wrong time, and once that snapshot is recorded, even perfect payments afterward can't undo it. Beginners assume paying in full is enough. Single quotes. The system doesn't reward intentions. It rewards predictable behavior over time. And rewards. Cards quietly encourage swiping patterns that work against beginners. More swipes, slightly higher balances, partial payments that feel safe. Everything feels manageable, but slowly, over time, the invisible pattern forms. Limits increase slower than deserved. Interest rates are higher than expected. Credit score stagnates. Future approvals are more difficult because early behavior set a baseline, and beginners rarely realize they're training their own credit score for lower performance. Meanwhile, rewards feel like proof of progress. Points increase. Cashback accumulates. The app congratulates you. You feel smart. You feel in control. But that feeling masks the reality. Behavior matters more than points. The system doesn't reward effort. It rewards patterns. And beginners chasing rewards are unknowingly teaching the system patterns that work against them. Even small purchases have influence. Even responsible behavior has influence. Even paying in full has influence if timing and utilization aren't optimized. And all of it is invisible. All of it is delayed. All of it compounds. That's why so many beginners feel frustrated, confused, and stuck. They follow the rules they've been told. Spend responsibly, pay on time, avoid demand, yet progress feels slow. It's not their fault. The system simply measures differently than intuition expects. And here's the subtle, uncomfortable truth. Rewards. Cards are not designed for beginners. They are designed for people who already have control. People who pay in full before the statement closes. People who never let utilization rise above 10 to 20%. People who see rewards as side effects, not motivation. Beginners, not yet. Beginners are still learning control, still building patterns, still emotionally reacting to the screen, and Rewards amplify emotional reactions. They gamify spending. They justify purchases. They make small decisions feel like progress. And that's how credit quietly erodes, long before anyone sees a problem. So, what's the lesson? Discipline comes first. Rewards come second. Boring consistency, predictable behavior, control over emotion. And once that foundation is built, rewards stop being dangerous. They become tools, amplifiers, bonuses for behavior you already mastered. Until that moment, beginners are being quietly guided into patterns that delay progress, increase interest, and slow their financial growth. And that's the cliffhanger. By now, the trap is in motion. The beginner has rewards. The beginner feels smart. The beginner believes they are in control. But the system has already started recording patterns. Each swipe, each balance, each timing of payment. All invisible, all delayed, all quietly influencing your score. Let's break down how this unfolds. Imagine you earn points for groceries. $50 here, $100 there. Nothing extravagant. To you, every purchase is justified. The app shows progress. You feel successful. You feel responsible. But the system doesn't see responsibility. It sees risk. It measures utilization, not intention. It measures timing, not effort. It measures predictability, not intelligence. Even a single month of high utilization is enough to stall your progress. Even paying in full doesn't always help if timing is wrong. It records the wrong snapshot, the wrong balance, the wrong story. And beginners rarely realize it. They check their score. It hasn't moved. It feels unfair, and frustration begins. The rewards continue. The points accumulate. The cashback appears tangible. Meanwhile, the score moves slowly. And slowly, a pattern forms. Behavior, swipes, create points. Result, high utilization recorded. Consequence, lowered credit performance. Over time, these invisible habits compound. Limits increase more slowly. Interest rates creep higher. Approval odds decrease. Even responsible spending feels punished. Why? Because the system rewards predictability more than effort, consistency more than excitement, behavior over intention. And rewards cards amplify emotion. They make you feel smart. They make you feel safe. They make small mistakes feel invisible. But every small mistake shapes the long-term baseline for your credit. Now layer in human psychology. We chase progress. We seek recognition. We avoid missing out. Notifications, points, and app animations all reinforce that behavior. You feel successful in the moment, but that feeling hides subtle risk. Interest compounds quietly. Utilization is reported before payment. Behavior patterns are interpreted as risky. And beginners feel confused. I followed all the rules. They think, I paid on time. I only spent on essentials. And yet progress is slow. The system doesn't reward intent. It rewards control and predictability. Here's the turning point. Understanding that rewards are not the problem, your habits are. The moment beginners shift focus from chasing points to building control, everything changes. Control first. Rewards second. Discipline before excitement. Predictability over emotion. Pay balances before the statement closes, not just before the due date. Keep utilization low, under 30% or ideally 10%. Keep old accounts open. Avoid chasing points at the cost of control. Boring. Yes, unexciting. Absolutely. But that boring consistency compounds faster than flashy effort. And here's the secret. No one tells beginners. Points are tools, not milestones. Cashback is a bonus, not a goal. Miles are only valuable if behavior is mastered first. Once you understand this, rewards stop controlling you. They start serving you. The swipe no longer triggers subconscious overspending. Notifications no longer justify extra purchases. Points no longer dictate behavior. The system becomes predictable. Credit becomes controllable. Progress becomes measurable. And beginners stop being victims. They become players. They stop blaming the system. They stop blaming themselves. They start acting. They master boring, steady growth, and the rewards finally amplify that mastery. They no longer erode credit. They no longer create invisible traps. They no longer frustrate. Instead, they accelerate progress, because the real reward isn't points or cashback, it's freedom. Freedom from interest. Freedom from hidden mistakes. Freedom from emotional traps. Freedom to make confident financial decisions. And that is the ultimate lesson of day 5. Rewards are not evil. They are precise. They are subtle. They are psychological tools. Used poorly, they quietly shape behavior against you. Used correctly, they accelerate control, stability, and growth. So beginners, take this seriously. Discipline first. Control first. Predictability first. Be boring. Be methodical. Be patient. And your credit will finally reward you the way you hoped it would. Points, cashback, and miles are meaningless without control. But control lasts a lifetime. And that's the line no one says out loud. If this story opened your eyes, here's the next step. Like, share, and subscribe to learn the single easiest way beginners can improve credit without spending a dime, the real rules the system never teaches. Because understanding the system is the first. Step 2, beating it. And that's the true reward of mastering credit.